I figure for the intro of this video, I gotta get you guys with the cat. Look at him. He's a good boy. Okay, we can start the video now. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, how are you? If you're coming back, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Before we get into today's video, I just want to remind you guys to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever it is you do if you want to see more LGBTQ plus content from this face right here. So let's get into the video. So today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Can You Be Non-Binary and a Lesbian? I know a lot of non-binary lesbians get a lot of hate, and it's something that I feel like we don't talk enough about it within the community and how gender expression and sexuality can intertwine. It divides people a lot, and I want to bring up the conversation and let people know that it's okay to be non-binary and a lesbian at the same time. So let's get into it.
My pronouns are they, them. I am a non-binary lesbian.
So I'm Tortor. I identify as non-binary and lesbian, and I prefer the pronouns they, them.
As far as I'm concerned, my understanding of my gender and my understanding of my sexuality are very much intertwined and linked, like they are one and the same.
So can you be non-binary and lesbian? This is something I often get asked because when you identify as non-binary, you're saying that you're not female. And if you're not female and you're attracted to women, does that make you a lesbian?
Yeah.
I think it's sort of disingenuous to claim that you can't be both non-binary and a lesbian, because you can definitely have an authentic lesbian experience as a non-binary person.
There's so much history behind this as well. There's so much gender expression and gender nonconformity within the LGBTQ plus community that I think it really is a disservice to try and gatekeep non-binary lesbians right now. Like, back in the day, they just didn't have the word non-binary to express themselves. A lot of people would have just called them butch lesbians. I know there have been he/him lesbians from back in the 70s and 80s that went by he/him pronouns because they felt more comfortable in that masculine role. Did it make them less of a lesbian? No, it didn't. And that's what I think the conversation needs to be brought back to, that people nowadays just want the words to stay the same. Language changes and language evolves, and we all need to be inclusive and loving of the people that are within our community.
Because at the end of the day, they are terms. They are linguistic tools used to describe an experience that already exists.
Literally what I just said!
Someone telling me that I can't be a non-binary lesbian doesn't mean anything, because I already am one, and I'm just using the language that I have available to me to describe that.
So my personal experience...
Which is, like, how can you tell someone else no, they can't be a lesbian and no, they can't be non-binary at the same time? How can you go about telling someone you don't know who they are? Like, what? It always boggles my mind.
With the lesbian community since coming out as non-binary has been rather dismal. A lot of lesbians that I've encountered, especially on dates, haven't accepted my identity as something that they are interested in dating or accepting, to the point where some women have wanted me to use my birth name, which I feel very uncomfortable to use, because they want me to be more of a woman rather than someone who identifies in the middle. So they're almost bullying me out of my own identity, which is quite frustrating.
I have had people say that you can't...
I feel like that's one of the biggest issues that non-binary people face in general when it comes to like dating and being in relationships. You feel as if you are pressured to be either one side of the spectrum or the other, and to like appease that other person, and you shouldn't have to. Like, you can be yourself and be in a relationship. Also, don't tell a non-binary person, don't dead name a non-binary person, don't tell them that they should be more masculine or more feminine. It just don't do it, please. Please, you guys. It hurts so much to know that you're not being accepted in general as like a human being. A lot of people think that non-binary identities are political statements and are just doing it for attention, and we're not doing it for attention. This is how we feel comfortable. This is how we want to be seen through life, and it hurts to be not respected. And I am not a lesbian, I do not have that experience, but I can't even imagine going on a date and having someone be like, yeah, no, give me your real name and I'm going to misgender you and I want you to be more feminine. It's not okay.
Be both non-binary and a lesbian, but I do think that comes from a flawed understanding of what lesbianism as an identity means, both now and historically.
But I'm still expected to kind of explain that even in the context of a dating app, which is obviously I'm not going on there thinking who can I next.
You shouldn't have to explain your own identity.
Like I'm there to socialize, to find people to go on dates with, to connect with people, and so that's actually quite tiring that I have to kind of explain this all the time.
To be honest, what other label can I use?
Being non-binary, oh, what's my hair doing? Being non-binary is so tiring. As a whole, you're never gonna get gendered correctly. And if you do, it's like once in a blue moon and you're just like, really? Did you just use the correct pronouns? Oh my gosh.
There is no label to describe a non-binary person being attracted to one binary gender. So the only word I feel is applicable to describe how I identify sexually is lesbian.
There actually is a label for it. It's just, I think it's like tricks or something like that. A lot easier to just say, oh, I'm a lesbian, I'm gay, I'm bi, I'm pan, I'm asexual. Like, people already know those terms and it's easier for them to get it. Like, oh, okay, this person is solely attracted to women or this person is solely attracted to men. You know what I mean? It's just easier to introduce people to a concept that they already know.
Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know, but to be honest, I think whatever label you feel comfortable with, you should be allowed to use.
Yes! And that is what I kind of wanted this video to be about. Whatever label you feel comfortable with, you should use. That people are so stuck in the idea that words mean this one thing and they can never change. And I'm like, do we still talk like we did back in Shakespeare's time? No, we don't. Language changes and evolves. And like one of the people said in this video, like, it's just a vernacular that is used to explain the experience that they have. And we shouldn't be gatekeeping it because you don't know these other people's experiences. Just because you don't understand something doesn't mean that it's not the right thing for that person. That is my video for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more content like this, comment below, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.